Welcome back to the channel, everyone, for a Payday 3 news update, where today we're going to be discussing the creation of a Payday 3 strike team. It's an attempt from Starbreeze to deal with many of the problems going on with Payday 3 right now to try and improve public sentiment towards the game, because I don't think I need to tell anyone at this point, Payday 2 is vastly outperforming Payday 3 in the playing figures, at least on Steam. On consoles, I can only imagine it's a very similar pattern, so Starbreeze are clearly going into panic mode and attempting to fix the problems. I'm going to read through today's post, and I'm going to offer my thoughts on it as per usual. Before I do, just very quickly, if you all don't mind, I just want to shout out my second channel. I mentioned this last video, and a lot of you went over and checked out my Baldur's Gate 3 video, which has been out for a few days, and as you can see, compared to my recent uploads, has done extremely well. So I just wanted to thank you all for that. I am very grateful for it, and if you haven't checked it out, I'll leave a link to the video in the description. You won't hear me be more positive about something in a long time, because I am far more positive about this game than I am about Payday 3 right now. But anyway, let's read the post, shall we? So, Payday 3, our plans going forward. We want to take some time to explain what we're planning for Payday 3 going forward. We are well aware that many of you are not satisfied with the game the way it is in its current state. Since launch, we've been reading your valuable feedback in forums, social media, and in video comments, in addition to the feature upvote page. Now, I have linked this here so you can see it here. If you're not familiar with it, they do have a page where you can upvote certain features and things to be changed at Payday 3. You can go on, make a post, or upvote somebody else's. I will also leave a link to this in the description, so you can go and check it out if you want to have a look and see what's going on. However, in order to turn your feedback into action, we have put together a strike team of veteran developers from the design, community, communication, and production teams, with a focus on bringing Payday 3 up to where it will meet your expectations. This team is currently creating a plan, deciding what will shape the game into the heisting experience you expect from a Payday sequel in both the short and long term. We want to be careful to not simply react and deal with any possible improvements one by one with the care, thought, and planning they deserve, and so in February we will communicate a plan detailing the upcoming improvements and when you can expect to see them in the game. Do you want to influence our work and make sure we don't miss anything important? Use the page we've said to let us know, upvote in comments, or write your own. We thank you for all your thoughts and opinions. It is your passion that inspires us to work hard to deliver the best Payday experience we can for you all. Signed, Almir and the Payday 3 team. So, there's obviously not tons I can say about this, but I do want to just chat about it a little bit, only because the creation of the strike team, at its very core, I'm a bit confused as to what it's going to do. Does this mean they're actually properly shifting priority from making future content to fixing existing issues? Because right up until this point, in all of their news live streams, they've made it very clear they have teams dedicated to fixing Payday 2's game problems and teams dedicated to making new content for Payday 3. And the fact that people were working on fixing problems was not impacting people making future content. Does the creation of this strike team now means it has been impacted and they're going, right, forget new content, we've got to fix previous problems? It would have been nice to have a bit of a reword that and how it impacts the overall progress of content for Payday 3 going forward. Because for me, one of the only things Payday 3's had going for it in the last couple of months has been actual good update cadence. It's helped a lot. It hasn't fixed a lot of the problems the game has, and I will be doing a video very soon talking about how Payday 3 could be saved, in inverted commas. But realistically, if they start focusing too much on this, they're going to break the update cadence. It's going to make things even worse if they don't share more detail. So it's a double-edged sword. I think the idea of a strike team is good, but what does that mean for the rest of Payday 3 content? Are we going to get an update this month? This sounds very much like we won't, because they're going to share a plan for future content in February. That seems to me like it's almost a completely safe bet we won't get an update in January, and that's going to suck. Now, granted, that could also be because it's been the holiday season, and Starbreeze are well known for not working over the holidays. They have a break, so they may not have had things prepared for January anyway. You could also argue they could have done some stuff before Christmas, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I'm just personally a little sad, because right now, updates are the only thing that are getting me to play the game. I've said this on streams recently, but I've kind of reached the point that I feel with Payday 2 already in Payday 3, we're already playing it for updates and to stream it. I'm not playing it casually. So, as far as I'm concerned, will the ends justify the means? I hope so. I can say all I want about, is it going to impact future content? But if Payday 3 can be updated to a point where I'm happy to play it casually again, I will be happy. That will suit me, because right now, I am not there. I'm happy with Baldur's Gate 3, I mess around on Fortnite now and again, and I play other games. I'm really, honestly, as a content creator, not bothered about Payday 3 at the minute for playing it casually. I'm here to give you guys the news and to stream it, but I want them to just give us that spark again. And I know I'm not the only one. A lot of you are feeling the exact same way. So all I can say is, coming out of this, I'm hoping actual results are shared soon. It's all about them ducking their head down now and making good on whatever this strike team is. They need to fix some of the problems people have with the game. I'm going to go into some of those in more detail soon, but I hope it means they finally start to listen to more feedback and get more bigger changes coming to the game. So, I mean, you want to improve sentiment, cancel microtransactions, that would do a whole heap of improvement for me, because the fact that that's still not been talked about and that's still apparently coming. I'm not being funny. If Payday 3 is a Titanic, that's the big-ass iceberg in front of you. You want to to steer away from that. So to sum up my thoughts on this video, because it's not a very long one, as I've said, I hope that we get some proper solid information in February. They say they're going to communicate a plan. I am going to be waiting with bated breath to see what the heck that plan's going to look like. I'm going to hope for the best, but also prepare for the worst. And I want you all to let me know in the comment section below what you think. Is the strike team enough to persuade you that there's going to be some change soon? Or are you still not holding out hope if you stop playing the game? Do let me know. The sentiment around the game right now is pretty bad in my comment section on social media, all that stuff. But I still want to continue to hear your opinions. Even if I don't heart or respond to them, I do read through as many of them as I can, usually all of them. So let me know your thoughts down below. Despite my concerns and a lack of information in some places that I would have liked, the idea of a strike team suggests to me they are panicking, and honestly, that's for the best, because they need to fix this problem. Payday 3 should have been a slam dunk, and it wasn't, and we can sit here and analyse that as much as we want, and maybe I will in a future video, but right now what matters more is fixing those problems, and if this gets those problems fixed, I'm happy. So ladies and gentlemen, I will leave it there. Thank you all very much for watching as usual. I will update you as soon as I hear anything else, but from the sounds of it, we may not get much else coming this month from Payday 3. So I will put up my video either later this week or next week where I talk about whether Payday 3 will actually be able to make back its player count, how it should do it, a whole lot of stuff like that. So if you want to comment on the community post, head over to my tab. It's one of the most recent posts where you can check out and leave a comment on how you think Payday 3 can be saved. But other than that, thank you all for watching. Make sure you check out the second channel, as I've said, if you want to hear me talk positively about something, because I'm going to try and put more stuff up on there in the meantime. But apart from that, thank you all for hanging out. I greatly appreciate it, and I will see you all very soon with another video. Look after yourselves, stay safe, and I'll see you all soon.